Thank you very much. And thank you. What a wonderful privilege to be able to do this. And I'm always excited when I'm speaking to the next generation that is coming through, because the great influence of the future is sitting in your hands. The leaders of the future are watching this. Some of you are leading already, and some of you will lead. And what a wonderful thing is that amongst you are performing artists. You're the ones that are the visionaries. You're the ones that have the creative minds. And I just love that. I'm a pastor, I'm a life coach, and I've developed various life coaching programs for schools and for young people here in England, where I'm based. Although I am actually from Africa myself, I'm a South African, born and raised in Africa, lived there for 36 years before God called us to come over to the UK and to run church here. And so I've been asked to look at the subject of the role of the artist in nation building. And I would like to subtitle that and call it The Power to Dream. The Power to Dream. When I was a teenager, I had a poster in my bedroom, and it had these words on it. It said, "You are never given a dream without also being given the power to make that dream come true. You may have to work for it, however." You see, people, work is not a swear word. Work is love made visible, because it inspires and it creates and it refines and it produces and it allows you the dignity to earn money by the sweat of your brow. We don't want to be the people that have the hand out. We want to have the hand up. And we are here to give one another a hand up, not a hand out. That's not what it's about. Now, I believe that you are actually able, while I'm speaking, to make comments in the chat facility there. If there were any questions that were coming forward, I will do what I can to answer some of those. But did you know that every person watching this, you have a dream machine? You've got a dream machine right now. Wherever you're sitting, wherever you're standing, you have a dream machine. Do you know where it is? It's here. It's in your brain. That's your dream machine. It's the part of your brain where you think about the future. It's the part of your brain where you catch a dream for what you could do one day. It's the part of your brain that says, where I am now is not enough forever. It's okay for now, but it's not going to serve forever. I'm pregnant with possibility. I'm pregnant with potential. I'm pregnant with the ability to move ahead with every ability that is God-given and in my spirit. It's there. It's in me. Every one of you has a dream machine. It's your brain. And my encouragement to you repeatedly tonight will be, switch on your dream machines. Start to dream big dreams. Switch on your dream machines and don't ever let anyone switch it off. Some well-meaning parent, some well-meaning teacher might at some stage have switched your dream machine off for you, where you were sitting as a young child and saying, this is what I want to do. I want to become this. I want to become that. I want to do great things. And a parent said, no, that's not for you. We don't do that sort of thing. Our family doesn't do those things. That's not what we want for you to do. You're going to follow in your father's footsteps. And that can be so incredibly damaging because somebody has switched off your dream machine. I want you to switch your dream machines on again right now, right today, tonight, wherever you are, and start to dream big dreams, because you have the future lying in front of you and you can do incredible things. Africa is pregnant with opportunity right now. It needs ethical leadership that will greet the new dawn of hope. And you know what? You are that hope. Don't sit back and say, well, I'm going to wait for the hope to come. You are that hope. Don't say, I'm going to wait for a new dawn over Africa. You are the new dawn. Your talent, your ability, your integrity will shine like the sun. Hope rises like the sun after every setback. And when I preach, I tell the people that whenever you have a setback, take a step back and get ready for the comeback, because every setback is going to set you up for something bigger and something better. And for those who get knocked down, every time they get up again, that's where the champion lies. It's not in the person that never fails. It's in the person that has a dream machine switched on. And they say, yeah, I've fallen. Yes, I've failed, but I'm going to get up and I'm going to keep on going. So many times we say things like, oh, I'm waiting for someone to come and make a difference. We're waiting for the leader to come who's going to make a change, who's going to bring change. We're waiting for the right man or the right woman to take their rightful place. But I need to tell you something tonight. You are that person. You are the person you've been waiting for. You are the change you've been waiting for. You are living in the land of opportunity right now. And as preacher Leonard Ravenhill once said, the opportunity of a lifetime must be seized within the lifetime of the opportunity. You are living in the lifetime of the opportunity right now, like never before. As was said earlier on, we are living in testing times. In America, it's all over the place politically. In Africa, in where I come from, in South Africa, right here in England, we're in a crisis COVID-19 lockdown right now, and the government is under pressure. We've got Brexit. We've got all sorts of stuff happening here. But you see, my firm foundation is not the politicians. That's not where I stand. I wonder where you stand. You see, you are the person that is here to make the difference. The opportunity of a lifetime. Seize it in the lifetime of the opportunity. The opportunity for creative minds is now. The opportunity for the performing arts, for inspiring music, it's now. You get to build a nation by being the difference. And don't say, well, I'm going to change the nation if you can't even change your bed linen. Don't say, well, I'm going to sort out Africa, but you can't sort out your bedroom. Don't say, I'm going to make everything neat and put everything in order, but the drawers and your cupboards are in a mess. Let's start to sort ourselves out. The change is you. The difference is you. Sort out the little things that you can, and the bigger things will get added to that. You're living in the time of opportunity. You're living within the lifetime of big opportunities right now. Seize them. Take a hold of them. Stop waiting for the person to come that's going to make the difference. You are the person you've been waiting for. The opportunity is now. All too often, the situation we live in has very little beauty to offer, so we need to create it. We create the beauty through our performing arts. We create the beauty through our spoken word. We create the beauty through our speaking and our teaching. And whatever it is that is in your hand to do it to the absolute maximum of your ability, because you create the beauty. When we look around us right now, we have a world in chaos. There's natural beauty, but there's not a lot of other beauty. There's not a lot of human beauty. There's not a lot of things that we can look at and say, everything is going well today. Everything is good. We get to create the beauty. As artists, as entrepreneurs, as thinkers, as dreamers, as visionaries, you have the opportunity to make a difference so that the world will know that you lived. It's one thing just to be alive, but are you living? Are you living? I want to tell you something about dreaming. And when I say dreams, I'm not talking about the dreams you have while you're asleep. I'm talking about your waking dreams, your visions, your passions. Do not be scared to dream. How will you know unless you try? How will you win unless you compete? How will you get onto the podium unless you run? How will the song find a purpose unless you sing it? Dreams are laughed at by those who have no dreams. So keep your dream machine on. Keep it running at all times. There are going to be people in your life who are going to be threatened by your dream because it's bigger than theirs, because it seems more exciting than theirs, because they have none, or because they failed. And I'm going to talk about failure in a moment. You see, the people that will criticize you are the people that wish they were you. And they can't handle the fact that you're moving ahead and you're thinking big, because it wasn't for their generation. But you're not for their generation. You're for your generation. We're serving a different time right now. We're in a different time. Dreams are laughed at by those who have no dreams. So keep your dream machine on. Keep it running. Surround yourself with people who are going to guide you and people who are going to encourage you. Don't surround yourself with people that just agree with everything you say, because then they're just sitting there nodding their head saying, yeah, that's good, when it isn't. There's even a biblical proverb that says, better are the wounds of a friend than the kisses of an enemy. Rather the wounds of a friend. a friend who takes you aside and says, there's certain ways you can be better. There's certain ways you can improve. And you know that that friend has got your best interests at heart. They're not trying to pull you down. They're trying to lift you up. But sometimes we have to take note of the things that we're not doing well so that we can do better. Leave no song unsung. Leave no dance undanced. Leave no script unacted. I also want to tell you, do not dream small dreams. There was an architect in America, in Chicago, in fact. His name was Daniel Burnham. And one day he said, make no little plans, because they do not have magic in them to stir men's blood. Make no little plans. They have no magic in them to stir men's blood. Your song, your dance, your performance, your spoken word, you can cause great things to happen. You can stir the blood of mankind. You can do that. We have a God-given ability to make big plans right from childhood. Do not allow the disappointed and the disillusioned to diminish your dream. Let me say that again, because I want us to understand this. Do not allow the disappointed and the disillusioned to diminish your dream and to make it smaller just because their dream is so small. Just because things didn't go the way they had planned it. Just because when they failed, they didn't have the strength to get up again and keep on going. Failure knocked them down and they stayed down. But you are cut from a different cloth. You are a different person to that. The person who aims at a high target and misses their target, they don't get the target, they just hit somewhere next to it, still does better than the person that aimed low and hit their target. So don't be scared to aim high. Don't be scared to shoot for the moon, because if you miss the moon, you'll hit the stars. Something's going to happen. But dream big dreams. I want to tell you also, please learn while you dream. There are others who have walked this road. The person that didn't even try found nothing. The person that didn't try achieved absolutely nothing. The person that tried might have failed, but they learned something. Thomas Edison was attributed with the invention of the light bulb. There were other people involved in the process, but he was attributed with the invention of the light bulb, and he made many mistakes on the way to inventing the light bulb. And eventually he made this statement. He said, I haven't failed 1,000 times. I simply found 1,000 ways that didn't work. And when you found a way that didn't work, you can eliminate that from the equation and now move on to the one that does. Do not give up. Nelson Mandela, he was my president. He said this, everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do. We can all achieve success if we are dedicated to and passionate about what we are doing. Every nation needs passionate young people, so long as they are passionate about helpful things, so long as they are passionate about the right things. Be passionate about living healthily. Be passionate about personal development. Take every opportunity to improve. If there's an opportunity to do a course, if there's an opportunity to study, if there's an opportunity to enter something, take every opportunity to become better, a better person, better at who you are and better at what you are. Be passionate about the fact that all lives cannot matter until Black lives matter to all people. I'm a fervent believer in that. I preach that regularly. It's made me unpopular with people that don't understand that. But I want to say to you, even if you are a Black person watching this and you're feeling in any way diminished or any way small, I want you to know that you've believed a lie, because your life matters so much. Your life matters. Be passionate about gender equality and a healthy spiritual life. If you do have a spiritual life, please believe what you choose to believe. But believe it because you chose to believe it, not because you were forced to believe it. There's a saying that says, a man forced to believe against his will remains an unbeliever still. Whatever it is you believe, make sure it's taken a hold of your heart, taken hold of your spirit. It's something you've checked out from every side and you're saying, I'm choosing to believe this. Be passionate about holding public figures to account. This is the generation that will do that. Did you know that since the year 2000, more public figures have had to make public apologies on television than in any other generation that has ever existed? Because this is the generation where people don't get away with things. I don't know if you've noticed that, but as soon as somebody starts to say something controversial, they are being recorded by at least 10 mobile phones in the crowd straight away, and somebody's going to hold you to account. This is the generation that is holding people to account, and that is a good thing. Accountability can never be a negative. We always need to be in a position where we watch our words, because we need to understand that our words are having impact. Every word that you speak is shooting an arrow into your future. Are you shooting positive words into your future? Or are you negative about everything? Do you have a disposition that says, oh, this world is just chaos. The way the government is running in the country that I live in, it's all chaos, it's all terrible, everything's wrong, everything's bad, everything's a mess. If that sort of attitude is not going to be helpful, because your words are arrows you're shooting into the future. But when you stand up and say, I'm going to be part of the solution, I'm going to make a difference, I'm going to be the one that turns things around. Be passionate about what is good. Be passionate about what is right. Be passionate about what is going on and what is going to make a difference. People, dream your dreams. Do not be responsible for switching off somebody else's dream machine. If you're a teacher, be careful. Allow the children, allow the students, allow the young people to dream big dreams, because there's something growing in that field there, in that field of opportunity right in front of you every day. The people that you work with, that is a field of opportunity, and there's something growing there. There's something growing in you as you watch this right now. There is something growing in you. You're pregnant with possibility. You're pregnant with potential. You were born that way. You were born that way. And as we go through life, we start to find purpose. We start to find that. For myself, my experience has been in God, where I have found that. Dream your dreams. This is the only life that you will ever have. Did you know that this isn't a practice run? This is not a dress rehearsal. When we die one day, we will stand in front of our Creator. And He's not going to say, oh, that was just a practice, you can go back and do it again. This is it. This is the only life you will ever live. So make it extraordinary. Make it wonderful. Make it exciting. This is your life. Love the journey and love yourself on the journey. I think one of the biggest challenges facing our young people these days is the inability to love themselves. If you can look in the mirror, look at yourself, and if you're watching on some screen right now, you might even be able to see yourself looking back at yourself. Do you love what you see? Do you love who you are? Recently, I wrote a letter to a prisoner who's going to be in jail for a while, and I said to them, if you can finish every day by looking in the mirror and loving who you have been that day, and knowing that you have lived your day to the maximum of your ability, then you've had a successful day. If you can love who you are, love your uniqueness, your absolute uniqueness, live your life to the fullest, embrace the adventure of life, and be prepared to work hard. Nothing comes without hard work. You want a degree, you're going to work hard. You want a recording contract, you're going to work hard. You want to be noticed by people, you're going to work hard. Social media creates an unrealistic environment where people think that they're famous and think that they're well known just because they have a whole lot of followers on a social media platform. That's not the real world. That doesn't prepare you for reality. Let the world know that you are alive, and that when you are gone, that you have lived. May God bless you all. Thank you so much for your time tonight. Thank you so much, Dr. Onyemere, for allowing me these opportunities. This has been such a privilege. I've loved this. I will do this anytime for you. You're fantastic. God bless you all.